I am Maria Garcia de Fleury. In the first days of July, a number of American nations celebrate their independence. There are significant dates that mark the end of colonial rule and the beginning of their lives as sovereign republics. These events were driven by a combination of internal and external factors. For example, in the United States on July 4th, 1776, the Continental Congress of the 13 British colonies in North America adopted the Declaration of Independence, a document proclaiming their separation from the Kingdom of Great Britain. Although the vote in favor of independence took place on July 2nd, the declaration was signed and promulgated on July 4th. The Revolutionary War, which had already begun in 1775, would continue until the Treaty of Paris in 1783, but July 4th became the symbol of a nation's birth. In Venezuela on July 5th, 1811, it formally declared its independence from the Spanish Empire. It became the first Spanish colony in South America to do so. This act was the result of a long process that involved the ideas of enlightenment, the influence of the French Revolution, the independence of the United States, and popular discontent with the restriction imposed by the Spanish crown. This process began with the April 19th, 1810 movement when Captain General Vicente Emparan was deposed. In Argentina, July 9, 1816 is celebrated as Independence Day in commemoration of the Declaration of Independence of the United Princedom of the Rio de la Plata. In Colombia, on July 20, 1819, the Cry of Independence took place in Santa Fe de Bogota, initiating the process of independence for New Granada, which is present-day Colombia. The drafting of the Act of Revolution for Independence was a prerequisite for independence, although independence was achieved later. It was a period full of conflict and consolidation that concluded with the Battle of Boyacá in 1819 and the formation of Gran Colombia under the leadership of Simón Bolívar. On July 28, 1821, Peru gained independence from Spain with the proclamation of José de San Martín. Celebrating independence, friends, implies looking closely at the new challenges of history and the efforts of men and women that they make in the pursuit of freedom, happiness, and personal development. To achieve this, we must necessarily address the meaning of our own lives, investigate the signs of times, and interpret them in the light of truth so that each generation can respond to the constant questions about the meaning of present and future life and the mutual relationship between the two. We witness the spread of many doubts and objections of a human psychological, social, cultural, religious, and even theological nature. Everything is relativized. Our moral heritage is globally and systematically called into question by clear influences that seek to eradicate freedom from its essential relationship with the truth and subject it to a human authority that dictates what must be done. In this spiritual battle, the main objective is to distance humanity from the law of God, and they do not realize that everything human changes and varies over time, but that with God we always win.